Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Oakland Raiders. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go. All day. Defense all day.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10, right at the 30.
He's crossing.
Finish the game.
They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Working from the gun, Mahomes escaping the pressure right. This pass going to be caught by Hardman, and he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs 1st down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
They'll run it with Williams. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
from midfield. Here's Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Now here's Mahomes. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Garoppolo. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath. Nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
He's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. To throw, it's Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman with touchdown number 8 on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Now a play fake here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
11.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Garoppolo. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. The power move was there, but didn't buy him a whole lot. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
You must get tired of seeing me.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Chris Jones, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Here's Lachlan Edwards now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Here's Hill on the return. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over.
Yellow.
Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position, everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner, and with good timing, you get a completion as we just saw.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Here we go.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Going right side here, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
11.
Now a first down carry by Bell. Now Bell hit. He lost the football.
That's it, baby. That's it.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Staying on the ground. This time it's Smith. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
The Raiders on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5.
Let's go. Hey, we got
Go.
53.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, alert.
From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 49. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. And remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Throwing again on second down. Garoppolo. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Here's second and 10 now from about the 32. On second down, it's Pollard. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That second down play nets a -4. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
From just shy of midfield, Mahomes finding Hardman here over the middle. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. It's complete to Williams. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. On the draw, it's Pollard. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tony Pollard with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Butker on for the PAT. And it is now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Watch twist.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 44. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Yellow. 180.
Who that?
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Final shot before the half for Mahomes. And going deep for... And this is taken in at the 5. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the third quarter?
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that...
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jarrell Casey just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. Throwing is Mahomes on third. They'll roll him out right. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes.
To me, the defense was looking a little gas near the end of the first half, but they come out of the locker room with a little extra spring in their step. Wonder what they did at halftime to get them so motivated.
I don't know, but that sack looked good. Now let's see if they can build on the momentum of that play. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9. Garoppolo goes underneath for Bell. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
11.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright. And this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Mecole Hardman, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue to pour it on. The point after is good, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here we go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, though.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up, because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did, because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland 1st down. Garoppolo now. 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing him.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Pollard again. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Attack!
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Clelin Ferrell make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Here's the Chiefs punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Taken right around the 44. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over.
Here we go.
Elsewhere around the NFL, 3rd quarter now in Los Angeles. Now you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 33. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Double dog, that's the way.
2nd and 15. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
They'll go again with Bell. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. He really hasn't been able to get on track running the football, averaging less than 4 yards a carry.
Yeah, I think that they're going to enjoy the film session because all the defenders are filling their proper gaps on just about every play. And you know what they always say for a defensive coach? When I click off this film, I better see 11 jerseys in the picture going after the ball carrier. We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle.
Here we go.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Bell. And, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him. Now there's a good chunk of yardage picked up there. And big fella, sometimes he doesn't need a whole lot of space created. He can make his own way.
The Raiders on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They run it with Jacobs. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180!
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Bell. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider 1st. I love those plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180!
Push him back. Push him back. Check the backer, check the backer.
Now Bell. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. One final try now for Garoppolo. And he's into the clear. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10, 5, and that will write a finish to this ball game. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, up a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for Kansas City, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1.